How do? Welcome back to Backroads Country. Last episode we finished off the Year 5 harvest. In between, I worked through the night sorting all the productions out. We've got a couple of issues. The pallet storage is now full. We've got 250 pallets in there. We've got excess there. Productions still need emptying, some of them. I got all the cotton into the spinnery. We had nearly 13 bales, about 12 and a half. So that, a lot of wool. But that should keep us going. What else did we do? I fed the cows. We run out of TMR, so I've given them some silage. They've still got a bit of TMR left. Not much. They've got none at all. Just the silage. But they're still quite happy on silage. I've still got 200,000 litres of grass fermenting into silage, and we've got 237 in the TMR mixer we're at here, so we need to get some hay in there today. Straw's slightly down, but we've got loads of bales in the storage. This month is best price for canola oil and eggs, so we're gonna get those sold off. Was having a think in between episodes, and I think really now we have peaked for this map. Really, there's not much left for us to do. All we can really do is just buy more fields, which would I just don't see that there's much point in it, to be honest. We've got all the productions we need. We can level up the productions, increase what goes into them by getting more fields. Stuck on a bloody post. But it's just going to be sort of same year in, year out. So I think the harvest we've just completed is going to be the last harvest we do on different crops. What I'm going to do, I think, is get through these winter months selling off all our products. So we've got the eggs and the canola going today. The rest of our goods, best price is December, January. So we'll get those done, sold off then. And then I think we're just going to get to, I think April is planting time for soya. Soybeans is April. So we'll get to April. We'll plant every single field with soybeans, apart from obviously 1920 because they've already got canola in. We'll even do the grass fields, soybeans as well, because we won't need them anymore. And then we'll just carry on through the year selling produce. We'll harvest all of the soybeans in October. Best price for soybeans is June. So after harvest, again, we'll just pass through selling off produce when it comes to best time until we get to October to sell off the soybeans, and then we'll end the series there. I think it's been a good run, really good run. I think by the time we're done, we're going to be close to 40 episodes, which is good. It will be, I think we'll be into year 7 when we come to sell off the soybeans. But I think, like I said, there's not much more for us to do production-wise, so there's no point just doing the same thing over and over. But I am really pleased with how this series has gone. I've been looking at a couple of different simulation games recently as well. We're not just a farm sim channel, we are a simulation game channel. I've been looking at, there's the Retro Rewind, which is a video store simulator from the 90s. Does look good. The only concern I've got with it is it is a simulation game, but the simulation side of it I think needs work. You can't change prices on your rentals. So I think whether that comes or not, I don't know. Been keeping an eye on comments from the dev, and he's saying he's not sure he wants it to go down that route because some people don't like managing prices, so we could have a look at that. I've also played demo for PC Store Simulator, which is really good. It is, I suppose it mixes Supermarket Simulator with building PCs, which is really cool. You know, I really enjoyed Supermarket Simulator. We had a good series on the channel with it, so that could be an option. Again, my only concern with that one is it's not a very long game, I suppose, and there's a lot of repetitiveness if you're building the PCs, fixing certain parts. If we did do a series on either one of those games, it would only probably be maybe less than 10 episodes for the full series, because there's not enough there for a long running series. So if you are interested in either one of those games, please do drop a comment and let me know. Holy mackerel, down she goes. Crazy. And we can possibly have a look at it. I have already got the next Farming Simulator series idea in my head, so I'll probably start messing about with that very soon as well. But yeah, I'm liking the way that the channel's going at the minute. Oh, wrong side. The physics on the lorry leaves much to be desired. It's not full; it's just swaying constantly. When we're stationary, we're not even full. Don't know how it's managed to get that canola. Oh, don't know what's going on. We're in. Right. I don't know what's going on with that. That pallet sticking out the edge of the curtain. We're only going to the sell all anyway because it's the best price for the canola oil. Hopefully we don't flip it again. Wow, this trailer is all over the place. Whoa, it's difficult to control. It keeps just swaying, pulling the lorry over to one side. Come on, we're nearly there. We are nearly there. Wow, let's get this gone if we can. Okay. 200, oh, still going. 239 plus first, what's that? 240, 270, 276. Are we empty? No, we're not. I might just have to. It's still moving. I just have to give it a little pull. There we go. Oh, we're back over 1 million. I didn't even notice. What do we make off all that? 582,000 plus 74 environmental score, so 650. Nice, okay. So what I want to do straight away is pay off these. I've only got one left. Sprayer. Works for me. Let's get that gone. How much have we got on loan? Got 400, so let's repay a couple of £100 off the loan. Might as well repay it all. Why not? Okay, so we are out of debt. Nothing on hire purchase, nothing on loan. Great stuff. Right, so nothing else to sell now till December. Need to get the grass fields done. Just want to have a look. So I'll decide how many I'm doing into hay. The TMR. So it's equal amounts hay to silage. So we're going to need... I'll probably do all 3 fields hay then. Because we will get another cut before we plant soybeans. So we can just do that all into silage. And then if we have any silage left over, I don't think we will do. We'll probably just feed it to the cows. Keep them producing the milk. Right, so we need to be in the Fent. Need to spray off the canola as well. Over the next couple of months we're going to have to mulch every field. Get them all limed. We want everything as big a yield as we can be. So mulching, liming, then planting and rolling, spraying. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. But that's fine. That is fine. So... oh god, the truck's still down at the Stell Hall. We need to get that back as well. Start moving milk at some point soon. The mower is down bit chicken shed, I believe. So I hate mowing with a front and back mower, I'm not going to lie. So I've set that going in an AI worker. I'm going to lease a bigger tedder and a bigger windrower. Because the ones we've got are quite small. They're fine for the 2 smaller fields, but the big field, it takes ages. And of course with the smaller rows, it takes even longer collecting it all in the forage wagon. So we'll get the mowers hooked up. We'll set the AI worker going on the big field. I'll go down and grab a tedder on lease. And we'll get this grass done, I think. Doesn't have to be done this month, but if we want the best... why is that not connected? If we want the best out of the cows, we obviously need to give them TMR. Silage is good, but we get better percentage off the TMR. Oh, I've just seen... I need fuel in this tractor. I'm probably going to set the AI worker to buy fuel just while he's doing this field, or shall I just go fill up? Yeah, let's just go fill up. Oh, we've got our first couple of pallets of cereal as well. I did spawn in chocolate. Like I said before, we should have been getting 2.5 pallets a month, and we got 1 pallet over a 3-month period. So I spawned in 5 pallets of chocolate to make up the difference. Trying to remember what I said the goal for this series was way back when in episode 1. I can't remember if it was 5 mil or 10 mil. I think we will easily hit 5 million though. Probably pushing 10 mil, I would imagine. Or somewhere in between the two, because we're not going to be buying any more equipment. I will lease another planter for when we come to plant soybeans. Otherwise it's just going to be painfully slow. But other than that, we don't need to buy any equipment. We're not going to be buying any more fields. We've got no debts. So everything that we make from now on is just going to be pure profit. It's just going to be sitting in that bank until we hit the end of the series. Right, let's get this guy set up. Yeah, looks good to me. So the biggest header, yeah, and he's 100 horsepower. That is 17 metres. The one we've got is 8.9, so it's nearly double. We're not going to be using unrealistic ones, so we'll lease the Pottinger. 2,200, not too bad at all. Windrower wise, the one we've currently got is 8.4 metres. Pottinger's 14, 14.7, 15. So they can both be pulled by the Aggo. So another 5, so 7.5 grand. Yes, it's an expense that we didn't really have to do, but I think it's going to be beneficial for us. I need to get all the harvesters stored away, repaired and refueled. This tractor needs maintenance and it needs fuel as well. So we'll get this repaired, refueled. We'll get it down to shop. We will... I may... Oh no, I haven't got a front hookup. I was thinking I can maybe be a bit cheeky and get the tedder on the front and the windrower on the back to get it back to farm. But we've only got a rear hitch. But I'll have a quick look when we repair it, see if we can customise the front weight to be a 3-point instead. I'm not sure. We'll have a look anyway. I think this is the only original piece of equipment or vehicle that we started with. It's the only one left. Apart from the pickup. Started with a pickup, didn't we? I think everything else is we've brought along the journey. When it comes to the end of the series, I'm not going to sell off everything we own. If it had been a start from scratch series, I probably would, because then we've built up a farm, we sell the farm on, sell the fields, all the equipment, etc. But this one, we obviously had to start farming some equipment to begin with, so I'm not going to be selling off everything at the end. I just want to see how much we can possibly make from what we've done ourselves. Right, so can we have... No, we can't. That's fine. Not a problem. Right, let's go grab this tedder. And we'll get this this field tedded. Is that the correct word? I don't know. Sounds good though.
Cold rain, making rivers on my window. Late last night. Cold rain, cold rain. Rain in the shadow, and my head on my window pane. Shadow, don't you bother me anymore. Don't you darken up my door. Shadow, don't you follow me anymore. Just lie and stay there on the floor. Sunshine, shine on this frail head of mine. Sunshine, sunshine. You've been making shadows wherever I go. Shadows. you follow me anymore. Just lie and stay there on the floor. Lie and stay there on the floor. Coyotes, they've been yipping all night just like back home. Coyote, laughing in the shadows and how their eyes do glow. Shadow, don't you bother me anymore. Don't you darken up my door. Shadow, don't you follow me anymore. Just lie and stay there on the floor. Just lie and stay there on the floor.
Right, last little bit on the windrowing now. That's all the fields mowed, tedded and windrowed. What I'll do is I'll get it all collected up off camera because it's already dark. I know it's the winter time. Gets dark early. We'll get this windrower returned. I forgot to say in the last episode, the headers for the combines, we had those for 2.5 hours. And we had the cotton harvester for 2.5 hours as well. So we paid an additional 40 grand at the end of the day for leasing costs. Okay, so I'll get all this grass collected up. I will use the Fendt because it's quicker. And I'll pass on to December. And I'll bring it back when we come to sell all of our goods. December, January are going to be the 2 money-making months when we sell off all of our produce. So I'll see you in December. Right, we're into January, and I've been trying to get my head around this whole cycles per month. For the productions, because we've not produced any more chocolate. So I had a Google, and because the chocolate produces 2,500 cycles per month. So I was right, that's 2.5 pallets a month production. So I've spawned in 5 pallets for the 2 months because we haven't had anything produced. Definitely not working properly. But then bread, for example, is 480 cycles per month. So you would assume it would be less, but it's not, it's more. So then you assume that the lower the number, the more pallets it produces. But then you've got cake, which is 48 cycles per month, and that only produces 1.5 pallets a month. There is a formula to it, but I just cannot for the life of me figure it out. I just assumed the lower the number. Well, at first I assumed the higher the number, the more pallets you'd get, because it would just be 2,500 with 2.5 pallets, which it is. But then the bread threw it all off, because that only does the 40 odd at 400 per month. So then I thought, well, the lower the number, then the more pallets, but then the lower again with the cake, the less it produces. So I don't know, I've given up trying to work it out. All I know is we should be getting 2.5 pallets of chocolate a month, and we're not getting any, so I'm just spawning it in. Wow, god, they filled up quick. I emptied them before I went to sleep. On the hay front, we got 780,000 litres of hay. A humongous amount from those 3 fields. I've filled up the straw as well into the TMR mixer. So this month all we've got to sell is the bread. Sorghum's nearly at peak, but I think again it's higher on this map than it is on any other map. So we'll have the bread to sell off this month, and that'll be it. Everything else is going to be next month. So we'll get this bread sold off, and then we'll just quickly skip on to next month, because there'll be nothing else for us to do in December. I need to get some water into the greenhouses. Is that it for bread? Yeah, that's it for bread. So we need to get some water into greenhouses. I need to feed the cows as well, because I reckon they're going to be... Yeah, they've just... Well, more than just run out. But yeah, they've run out. TMR mixer... That's still producing silage. TMR mixer, yeah, we've got nearly 1 million litres of TMR at the minute. Right, so where's the best place for this? Is it going to be the sell-all, or is it going to be the farm shop? Or the general store, whatever it's called on here. Well, there's not much difference, to be honest, is there? The sell-all's better anyway, so let's get this down to sell-all and cut through this field, because we've no crop in it. 58 pallets of bread. Ticking along very nicely. Okay. Get up there. We need to try and smooth that out a bit more. You. There we go. Right. What we're making. 482 plus 65 environmental. So what's that? 540. And that's everything gone. Lovely. Good start to the selling season. Right, I'll take this back to the farm. I'm going to fill up the water in the greenhouses. I'm going to get the cows fed. Pass on to January. And then we'll come back and we've got... Great driving. Great driving. As I was saying, when we come back in January, we will have pretty much all of our products to sell, apart from a couple of bits like some oil, clothes. But everything else will go January. Right, we are into January. Cows are fed. Maxed out. I had nearly 1 million litres of TMR. So I did get a Colossus trailer. I know it's unrealistic, but if I was to do that with the lorry trailer, it'd be nearly 20 trailers worth. And that'd have taken me, what, an hour just to feed the cows. So yeah, we got that. I'm only going to use it for TMR. I'll use it to sell the sorghum off today, but other than that, we're not going to use it for anything else. So let us have a look. So the sorghum is peak. 2,400 at Johnson's flour mill. What else have we got? Buffalo milk is peak. General Stell all. Buffalo mozzarella again is peak at the sell all. Butter. We could sell that off. Cake is peak at the sell everything container. The oils are on the decline, so it doesn't matter about those. Chocolate, no. Clothes, no. Bottled milk. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Standard milk is September, so we're way off that yet. Strawberries, they can go as well. Sugar, no. Sunflower oil, no. What about cereal? I've missed that one. Cereals March as well. Okay, so we'll start off with the lettuce. Or do we start off with the sorghum because that's falling price wise? Yeah, we'll start off with the sorghum. Don't want that price to decline anymore. In goes the sorghum at the flour mill. 692 plus 93, so what's that? 780. Great start to the sell-off. 780 grand from the sorghum. I'm going to set this on an AI worker to drive back to farm. I've got the wagon fully loaded with lettuce, so we'll take that down to sell all, which is the best price for it at the moment. Right, we've got 93 pallets of lettuce. Another half a mil. 480k. Let's check that's all gone. Yep. So we've got the last few bits of lettuce. We've got, I can't remember what else we've got. We've still got quite a bit to sell. We've got the buffalo milk to go, as well as other products, cake. What else? I can't remember. I'll have a look when I get back to farm. There's that many products to sell. I'm losing track. Alright, final load of pallets for this year. We've got 4 cake, 9 bottled milk, 5 lettuce, 15 strawberries, 7 buffalo mozzarella. Nice, another 425,000. So all that's left to go now is the buffalo milk, which I've got ready to go. So I'll get this down to, I believe it's the farm shop. 11.3 general store sell all, yeah. So I'll get that down there, and then that will do it for this year's selling off. Right, last bit of produce to go this year. See what we get. 280 grand. Not too bad at all. So, what have we made total this month? So we made 800k on sold products, 900k on harvest income, so that's 1.7, 1.9, so 2 mil. And we've still got the most expensive products to go, the clothes and the cereal. They'll go in March, I think it is. Cereal's March, clothes is April. So I think we are gonna, like I said, this is gonna be the last year. We're gonna plant soybeans in all the fields. So 2.5 plus 5. I reckon we're probably, I'm gonna take a stab in the dark here. Take a guess at finishing the series on 8 mil. If we've made 2 mil off that, we'll get another 2 mil again next year from the same amount of products. That'll put us on 4.5. Then we'll get however much we get off the clothes and the cereal, probably another, what, mil and a half. So let's say 5.5 total. And then I reckon we're going to get a couple of mil off all of the soybeans. So yeah, I'm confident that we're going to, that we're going to hit 7.5, 8 mil at the end of the series, which is not too far off the 10 mil target. In between episodes, I'm going to mulch and slurry all of the fields, preparation for the soybean planting. Next episode, I'll bring it back in March and we'll get the rest of the products sold off, the cereal, the clothes, possibly like the sugar and butter and stuff, I don't know, we'll see. And then that'll leave us the soybean planting. So I think there's going to be 2 episodes left, guys. Next one will be soybean planting and some selling off, and then after that it will be the soybean harvest. And then all we will have to do after the soybean harvest, I'll just have to keep the productions managed until we get to selling time. So it's going to be April year 7, the last episode, when we sell everything off. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to help me out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.